2024 is here.
Thank God. It's about time.
Every Wednesday, I'm reminded of shit I need to get done.
Yeah, it's all right. Listen, hey, Chris has got a new
You got a new
he's
channel
got a
name.
new channel name. Look at
Better
that.
be the real Chris. If it's the real Chris, type what sort of competition you and I are going to have soon. Type it out.
Yeah, it's Wednesday, it's midweek. We are here with each and every one of you to just touch base, talk about some things going on, and whatever else might come up. But you guys need to share what you guys got going on because that's how everybody knows. That's how everybody finds out. He got it. It's the right Chris. Or it's a Chris that's been really paying attention. I've heard Rob's bringing his big thing soon.
That's what she said.
Oh my! Before we get started, though, he threw me off. He's been whistling. His earworm is happening, and he's been whistling Christmas music
Yeah,
before the
sorry.
show. So it's like, oh, but that's all good. So there he is, Professor T, Stacy Talledge in the house. How are you doing, Stace? I hope you're doing just fine and fantastic. He's first, as usual, Miss Danny Marie here. I hope you guys are still feeling better with the situation, with some haunted items.
Yeah, things are good.
Good. I'm glad.
We'll
I'm glad to hear
it.
that. All right. Miss Diane, the other side. How are you doing? We hope you're doing okay today. Let's look. We have Damien, of course. Damien right here saying hello to you, saying hello to me. Miss Kaylee. You guys can see her this weekend at the White Hill Mansion Paracon. That's happening. 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Chris, of course, we've already acknowledged Mr. Chris, and he's confirmed it is him.
Did he type it?
He confirmed it is him. It is Chris. How are you doing, Chris?
Right. Just make sure I don't trust anybody.
Mr. Ian Murphy.
Restoring.
It's okay. Out of the gates. That's how we like you, Ian. In fact, we just wouldn't have you any other way. That's right. Just how that's gonna go.
Straight out of the gate.
Yep. And there's going to be some great video drops coming, so check that out if you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss his edits, his videos, his content of some of the Get Haunted events that he has participated in. It's very cool. There's Brandy, Ghost Girl, and there he goes. He's switching her up.
He needed to see me smaller.
All right, so here we are. It is Wednesday. It's already I don't even know how the hell it's already Wednesday. It's like I don't even know where the time goes anymore.
I know I'm in t-shirt hell. I'm telling everybody, and if you're coming to Rock Island and you're expecting me to make you shirts, you better put that order in soon because this last minute insanity is insane because it's insanity, which would technically mean that would
insanely insane.
So 120 shirts done. Well, 100. Got about 20, 25 more to go. Plus, then I can do my own stuff. Yeah. So, Rob standing in front of this heat press day and night is not what Rob loves.
Oh, makes you. There's Miss Kayla. I saw her video. She put her dog to work this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's got that German Shepherd who's beautiful, or maybe it's a what are the Belgium? What are they called?
Dogs.
They're police dogs, right? So she put him to work, and he looked amazing. He was sniffing something out.
Oh, the Belgium bad guy biter.
Yeah, Belgium bad guy biter. I love that. He's a beautiful dog. He's a beautiful dog.
Big boy.
He's a German Shepherd. Yeah, he's beautiful.
Right.
You don't know. You should have known.
He barked at me like, oof.
That how he barked? I get it. Okay, hold on. Let's see here.
We
Okay,
can-
I want to play something. We're off. It's been one of those days. He's been busy. I've been busy. Here's a piece of advice for everybody now that spring is here, spring and summer, and for all you animal lovers, never, ever, don't even think about housing any bird food ever inside your home. Don't do it. You will hate it. You will forever have friends that you cannot get rid of. So just don't do it. Do not keep bird food in your house. Don't do it. I don't care what you have it sealed in.
What
Don't.
happened? You had a mouse?
No, the pantry moths.
Oh, those things. Yeah.
You can't get rid of them, by the way. And I have spoken to a insect scientist. Yeah, good luck. You just can't.
Insect scientists?
I don't know what they're called.
It-
There's a term for them, but they study insects.
Ian?
I don't care.
did.
You know what? I don't care. Everybody can make fun of me right now. I'm exhausted and I've been chasing these little fuckers down all morning. Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you, don't even do it. It's a nightmare. You cannot, by the way, not killable. Not killable.
Thank you, Stacy.
And
say it. Entomologists.
No, you can say it.
I'm
not going to be picked on today. I mean,
Who's
they
picking
can
on you.
Everybody picks on me. Everything I say.
Everybody knowing. Yeah, well, you
Everybody
did get
knows.
picked on yesterday by someone, and I handled that because I'm.
You did. I
And
love
if you're
that.
watching, don't do that again.
I don't know. They're probably not watching. They just like to hide in the bushes to watch what I post so they can jump on it.
Hide in the bushes.
That's my new thing.
It's creepy.
I don't even know. But I do want to get this out there. One of our newest shows, Warped Reality Podcast, Paranormal Podcast, Joe Panaccio, Ghost Joe, has a great show. And he also has this for you. I think you guys, this is very important. He has a phone number and an email set up specifically for each and every one of you to share your experiences. You can send him a voice memo. You can send him, you can call and leave him a message. Honestly, it's the coolest thing. I'm just going to play a little promo that he's come up with, and we're going to start seeing this on, and I feel so bad. We're going to start playing this on the network because he's like, nobody calls. He goes, I've got this phone number. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
So yeah, it's kind of, thank you, Chris. Here what are you laughing? What are you doing?
Nothing, please. Continue.
Here we go.
Act like I'm not here.
Okay, here we go, folks.
Or you can email us at ghostjoeny@gmail.com. If chosen, you may be featured on our show and win some amazing prizes.
Amazing prizes. I'm just going to tell you guys right now.
Play it again because it went so fast. I didn't even see the number.
Okay, hold on. Well, the number is scrolled on the bottom, but sure. Hold on.
Oh, I knew that.
Hold on.
Share your true paranormal experiences. Leave us a voicemail at 845-600-0744. Or you can email us at ghostjoeny@gmail.com.
Go sleep.
If chosen, you may be featured on our show and win some amazing prizes.
Do I have that like on super speed? I might. But seriously, guys, like if you have a story you want to share, an experience you would love to share, you can either email it or you can call that phone number. It is set up specifically for this and leave your experience. And he will play it on his show. It is a segment there. And I felt so bad that I did not realize that was
podcast hotline. If you have a paranormal experience you would like to share, question, comment, concern, or you'd like to be a guest on the show, please leave your name, your location, and your message after the tone. If you run out of time, please call back and resume your call. You can do so anonymously if you choose. Also, please check out the Warp Reality Podcast on all of your major podcasting platforms and warprealitypodcast.com.
Joe, I have a ghost story. The other day, I was floating across the room and I stubbed my ghost toe on the furniture. Please tell my story. All right, I'm done. Sorry.
You're creeping me out with you. But do seriously share out your experiences. I know people love to do that, and what a great way to do it. And his show really is fantastic. Rob and I got to be guests last night, and it was not funny because it was 10 o'clock at night, and it's kind of hard to be on at 10 o'clock at night.
really
Like
was.
I don't know how Greg Bakken does it every night.
I don't either. And I've got some weird PC issue where I think because when I have this thing sitting on the desk,
Yeah.
and there's a hard surface underneath it. Oh shit! I didn't know you were watching. then it sort of bounces the audio back to my ears, right? But last night, because Danny had to be in bed at like, I don't know, 9 o'clock because she had to get up stupid early today. I didn't want to. And when I'm up here, she can hear. Her room is down there, so she can hear me. So I was like, well, I'll do this from my master's quarters from my bed. So I sat there, and I think like all the pillows and cushions and bedspreads and tie downs,
What the hell was going on? Tie downs happening right now.
straps and belts and stuff were just absorbing this. I couldn't hear shit last night.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's an
This
audio
is me,
only.
half the show.
Yeah, audio only. But there's video, so we can see each other. And every time I would talk, Rob would get really, really close to the camera, or he'd do his cupping his hand to his ear, which is one of my favorite things that he does.
That works. And there's a story behind that. And I learned that from a very distinguished Japanese executive in Japan. We were in a meeting. And in Japan, right? And I couldn't hear shit back then. I didn't have hearing aids, but he would sit like this at the head of the table because he was like a CEO.
Was he like one, or was he one?
I had no idea what he was doing for hours. Finally, I asked someone and explained it. They're like, "Oh, he can't hear, so that helps you hear better."
Mm-hmm. Well, it is the international sign of "I can't hear you."
I know, but I didn't understand that it was functional.
It's one of my favorite things. Like, and everybody, if you've been to an event with us, and when it gets to be towards the end of the night, or if he's been overstimulated, and I'm there for him, we'll be talking to people, and somebody will ask him a direct question, right? Hey Rob, blah blah blah, and he'll literally look at me and go, "What'd they say?" They are right there.
First of all,
and it's always the look for me. Like, you literally are like, "What'd they say?"
Now, first of all, don't talk about me like I'm like, oh, he's overstimulated. Stop it.
Sometimes I think that's what it is.
Like, you're my handler.
Sometimes, Daddy. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I am your handler.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And people should know better than to talk to me at 2:30 in the morning. Like, that's not the time to talk to me. By then, these are dying.
Mm-hmm. It's not always that late in the evening, though. Sometimes it's when there's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of murmuring. See, sometimes there is, though. It's okay. It's just it's funny to me because the person that's speaking to you will be looking at you, and you literally turn to me like they just spoke another language, and you're like, "What did they say?" And it's like, "Oh, it's okay, Grandpa Stackwitz. They just said this. It's okay." Like, it's one of my favorite things, though, about you.
Okay, good. Let's stop talking about it.
Oh, I see. So when you make edits of me being a total ass,
I have never, ever.
Robert Peter Stackwitz.
What have I done?
I don't want to hear it. Serious Rob's translator. Sometimes he does it to Danny. Like if we're all driving together too. What'd she say? It's like, you can ask her. She's right
Wait,
here in the
no.
car with us.
So Danny has. She just.
I know. Can I get paid for that? And do I get extra money for that? If I get certified, do I have to wear a special vest? Yes.
Wow.
Like an emotional support dog is what I'm talking about. Hey, Stace. See, Stace gets me for all the shit I say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So,
deserved.
I'm sorry. One thing that I get to come back at you about. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Well.
It's adorable. But anyways, please share those paranormal experiences. Call Joe P. Call the Warped Reality Paranormal Podcast. Give him what you got, because I'm telling you, great show. And I feel so bad that he has been with us now for a couple months, and I did not even realize there was an actual phone number attached to that. So there it is. Yes, you did. Hey, Beth. A fidget spinner. I do have one of those. I'll bring it for him. Maybe we can make some Get Haunted ones.
Hold on. I accidentally hit end stream. No. Okay. Whew. Almost messed up. What do we got to make? Get Haunted what?
Fidget spinners.
Oh my God. I used to make fidget spinners.
Did you?
Yeah. If you look on Facebook, there's pictures.
That's probably several years back.
Oh, many.
Yeah.
When I first got my laser, it was one of the first things, because that's when fidget spinners were hot. Goodbye,
Kayla. Have a great day. Have a great day. Give the doggy a big hug for us. So what we got going on, Rob? I mean, I'm just picking on you a little bit.
What do we have going on? So, I mean, first and foremost, trying to get ready for White Hill over here on this end. Getting orders knocked out. We had a few good orders, and one of them, the artwork was a little wonky, so I had to reorder the artwork, and that put a little dent in the production time. But that's how things go. So that's done. We had meetings last night. We were invited to speak somewhere, which we'll announce probably tomorrow, maybe, once we get the official stamp of approval, which is cool and fun and exciting. Mm-hmm. What else? That's it. Clearing the house. You all know we had some wackadoodle shit go down here last week. Was that last week?
Yeah. No.
Earlier this week. I think it was like Monday.
Because Saturday you went to the VIP at the convent.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
So it had to be like Sunday.
And then Sunday, yes, because then Monday, I believe Danny did her own share, in her paranormal group. Why does it feel like that was 2 weeks ago, but it's only been a couple days? That's nuts.
It feels like a long time ago. It was Sunday. That's right. Because
the PAX.
The kid show. Everybody was out of sorts, but that's all good. That all seems to be good right now. Mm-hmm. So no after effects. We've been living peacefully. Leo is back to playing with his toys and being annoying and eating stickers and cardboard. He ate cardboard yesterday for no reason and then puked it.
Oh, good. Well, at least he got it out.
Oh yeah, like within a minute he puked it out, so that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just trying to get resituated and balance all these fun things that are happening, extraneous things that keep kind of coming our way, or my way, or your way, or Danny's way, and fixing them and then working. Yeah,
sure.
Bro.
Do you guys on the side have anything that you want to ask us today? Because
we're just done. Apparently, good show. 21 minutes.
We're not done. I think we it's a lot of, we've just been doing a lot of work, and it just felt like, I don't know why it felt like a big day yesterday with calls and shows, and it was,
Well,
I
because
don't
there
know
were a
what.
lot. If anybody's
Yeah.
interested in a black bear skull, well, just make sure it's legal in your jurisdiction. You can give me a call. I think it's time for
Are
him to call.
skulls not, are they not legal everywhere?
Certain skulls are not. No, human skulls are. There's like 4 states you can't buy them in.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Louisiana being one of them. Because you
Interesting.
crazy asses down there be digging skulls up left and right.
Well, yeah, I get why, with all the hoodoo, voodoo, and ritualistic things. Yeah, I guess. But holy cow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. If there's any other illegal things you would like to understand, just
Well, yeah. See, Damien, here's the problem: trying to get that stuff to another country. That's the.
I got enough problems. Here's a question from Ian.
I love that. That's a great question, and I think we probably, I don't know, we might both have maybe different answers. What is a project that we've got going on right now that is bringing you enjoyment, Rob?
Why do I always have to go first?
Do you want me to go first?
So I would like for you to go first, because sometimes that helps me make up a story.
Honestly, I would say, so there's a couple. We do have a new thing coming. Hey, Mike Cronin. We do have something new coming on Patreon called Viewers Verdict. And that is a way for people to share evidence, either video and or audio, something that we can look at and sort of assess and really kind of dig into with thoughts and theories. We're going to have a panel we're going to do this once a month. We're going to have a panel of different people. And then the submitter is welcome to come on if they would like. But this show, Viewers Verdict, is not about debunking. Viewers Verdict is really more about hearing and understanding and maybe catching things that you didn't even catch yourself, right? And hearing all the different beliefs and thoughts and theories that could go into some of these evidence captures. And I already have one that I want to audio that I want to share. So I want to put it in Viewers Verdict as well. So I'm excited about that because, I think what we really truly are all about is getting the community to talk and work together. So this is a project that is about them.
Yeah, look, and this is another Sarah idea. When you pitched it, right, it was kind of, I think it was your idea.
It was.
You can claim it.
I
love it, and where it's different, obviously, is it's not on TV, and Paranormal Con on Camera, they don't do audio. It's all video based, right? Mm-hmm. Here we can do audio. Clearly they're not about debunking either, because I can't believe some of the shit I see on that show. I'm like, really? Like that made it through? But it's coming from, the opinions are coming from well-known people, and I'm excited to hear opinions from each other, and I know everybody's going to be kind and nice. It doesn't mean you have to lie or be like, no. It doesn't mean you can't offer alternate theories and opinions, but it does mean that people start working together a little bit more, which is what we're all about. So we're working on some cool things there where it'll be fun. Maybe we can do some cool graphics and whatnot. We'll make it fun.
Yeah, and it was sort of born out of things that we've watched, and we look around, we see we're part of the community just like you guys, and we have things that we enjoy watching and consuming, and Viewers Verdict is not a debunk situation, and it's also not a validation situation. It is truly about getting together and working through and examining things that people are like, okay, caught an anomaly, caught some evidence, caught this. This is what I believe. What else do you guys? Because I can't hear some things that other people can hear, or I can't see some things that other people can see. And I think it's important to understand where we may miss, or we might sort of see it a little bit differently. Hey, Courtney. So it's really supposed to be about getting conversations going. The thing I don't love about, and Paranormal Caught on Camera is probably one of my favorite shows, just because it is it's just, I love watching, like, somebody scours through YouTube and picks out great stuff. I don't like going to YouTube that much. But just because somebody has time on a network or on TV, to me, that it doesn't offer a conversation. And so that's what was really important when I pitched this to Rob, is that, we were creating another space for us to talk and have conversations as paranormal peers, as people in the same community and same field and same passion, is what it's really about.
Yeah. And Joe brings up a good point, right? And I think part of the problem and why people are afraid to publicly share things that they at least think are evidence, right? It's because they get beat up, right? Or accused of, being a faker or whatever. So, obviously we're going to not have that kind of nonsense happening out there on our.
Well, it is interesting because, and I think we've done it so well, allowing people to truly sort of step into and lean into their experiences and their beliefs a little bit, and offer the conversations that, if they're willing to, or looking to sort of step outside of those thoughts and see if there's another way of thinking. Something we talked about on Monday, or maybe it wasn't, I don't remember when you and I talked about this, but we talked about, there was something that I shared pieces of that is pretty personal to me. And, it took some coaxing, I think, by Rob to kind of share that stuff. And it's interesting because, the very thing that I enjoy doing the most is encouraging all of you to share, and to share with confidence, and also, the ability to be like, and I don't die on any hills on this, so I'm not here to tell people one way or the other. But because of this share that I had experienced, it was sort of twisted into something and sort of made fun of. And, it's really sad, because I think this is where social media gets it wrong. We don't take the time to understand who's telling the story, where the story could be coming from, how much more could be about the story. It's deeper than just a freaking paranormal experience. It's deeper than saying, oh, she just thinks she's somebody else and this is what happens. Fuck off. Like, it's called Think Deeper. There's a lot more to those stories. So I think that's why viewers' verdict for me is important. And that's why we're doing it on Patreon, to also offer a little bit of that, as protected as you can be on social media.
Yeah, it keeps you away from the jackasses. But the person that had something to say literally offers zero to humanity. So whatever. Whatever.
I know, and I don't know why I let it bother me. It's like the one thing I would tell all of you, like, never let somebody tell you. And for some reason, this person, and maybe because she's so ridiculous, that it really bothered me that she called me ridiculous, I guess.
Well, she's stupid.
So I can admit it. I can admit that it's really my problem there. It really is. So that's my favorite. Like, right now, that's one of my favorite things that does really, truly bring me some enjoyment. What about you?
Oh, God. I mean, look, I think the thing I love most is coming up with new designs, for merch and whatnot, and helping teams get their designs come to life. I think you'll see Saturday, if you're coming to White Hill, you'll see Paranormal Theory has a new exclusive limited tee coming.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be working on those Friday night at midnight. But yeah, so, like, for me, that is one of the most rewarding pieces. But not just in the paranormal, right? We have other customers outside of the paranormal that we do merch for, and so helping them bring their vision to life is probably, for me, outside of doing events, and when we have great events and people are super stoked, but on the daily, that would be my thing.
Yeah. Well, it is fun to, there's so many inspirational and motivational people inside, the paranormal social media world. And, you look through and it's like, oh, it'd be so cool, right? You build off of each other's ideas and it's something I truly do love. So it is fun to think of new ways to bring the community and especially the network together to help each other. And I think it works because, we've got a couple more shows looking to join the podcast program. And I stated, I stated this on Joe P's show last night. That program was never meant to be collect as many shows as you can get. It really was about finding the right people that want to come together and work. And, we've made a few changes inside the paranormal podcast program. And what I can say is every single host in there steps right up and they're so kind and they pivot and they adapt and they help create new ways and to encourage each other. So, we'll add probably a couple more there. What else we got going on? I don't even know. Like I feel like so much like I think we're at this weird place right now. Like there's so much going on and we're trying to keep focus
Well, that's the
on
thing,
we've
right?
got
We
such good
sort of
focus going.
what's up,
Linker?
If you can envision a rocket on a launch pad and that initial when it's like just it's burning rocket fuel and it's slowly coming off the pad and then it doesn't look like it's going right, but it's going. You're like, how is that moving so slow? And then it's like we're in that part. We're in the liftoff phase.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But while that's happening, there's
Yeah.
ground control, there's safety people. Donovan, wowzers.
Who's this?
Scott Donovan used to work for me back in corporate America for a long time.
Oh, you love this dialogue. Just wait, because we're just warming up.
Well, Scott knows me well. So that's we have ground control going off. We've got safety people. We've got NASA.
Yeah, let's talk about. I want to talk about
Donovan.
this.
Donovan is probably at home calling in. I don't know what he's doing here, but wow.
Well, it is really nice to meet you, Scott. I want to talk about this for a minute. Did you happen to watch any of the Blue Origin?
It would be very similar to that rocket.
What, fake?
What?
Illusions? What are you trying to say?
No, he's asking about the shape of the rocket.
Oh.
It's very.
No, I think he's saying like the Blue Origin shaped rocket or like a real rocket. I think he's talking about like.
Oh, he's saying the whole rocket was fake?
Oh, what do you guys think? I don't think that happened.
Photo. It looks like a mannequin is laying in that capsule. Donovan, yeah. So message me on the telly. I'm glad you're working. I fired Scott twice. I had to. And I'm still sorry about it.
It's not funny, Scott. I'm not laughing because he fired you twice.
I didn't make the choice. They did.
Yeah.
And he still came back. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yes, a phallic fraud. So he is talking about the phallic shape of that rocket. And Scott, if you're still listening, they just whacked everybody down in Atlanta too. So our group is officially gone. It's gone. Thank you. Goodbye. I'll launch you into space, Damien.
I don't think it was fake, but I believe Joe P. They made a way bigger deal. Well, one, right? They didn't really go like it's not like they were
went to the edge of space, right? They didn't break the seal.
It was just like the tip, right? Like they just
skirted along the outside of it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. the Katy. So it is kind of sad. It's not sad. Listen, they put themselves out there just like everybody else, but Katy Perry is taking the biggest amount of shit for. I mean, there were other people on that.
I think Scott Donovan has a thing for Katy Perry.
He does.
I think he did.
Why would you out him on this show right now?
Sorry, Scotty. That's what you get for it being your first time and for not coming to my party in October.
Stacy. Yeah, it was. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't really watch the news. I don't really. What?
300 seconds is only 5 minutes, Dave.
Why you gotta call him out?
Bro. Maybe I'm lying. I'm probably getting text messages right now. Scott's middle finger.
Let's see. She did the whole flower nonsense and was saying they didn't go to space, but we're making space. She was acting like it was some great. Oh, listen. Yeah. I mean, it was a little ridiculous and it was bad acting. It was like the Hallmark version of going into space. It was just too much with the, he loves Katy Perry. Do you like the new Katy Perry? Conspiracy theory. Do you think she is John Bonet?
Who?
They say that Katy Perry is John Bonet Ramsey.
No.
That's what the conspiracy theory is.
And then I saw one the other day, I don't know, Lady Gaga is someone else.
Oh yeah, that was hold on.
Really do look the same.
Hold on. Amy Winehouse.
That one. Yes.
Yeah. They said that they stopped the Amy Winehouse and they turned her into Lady Gaga. But the other Gaga conspiracy is Gaga was the backup singer for another big star. And they killed her off. And then it was really like Lady Gaga assumed her persona. Yeah. Listen, I'm just going to say it wouldn't shock me if any of that were true because Hollywood is just bizarre. It's bizarre. Let's see what Joe P. I had an interview with an astronaut the other day and asked him, is an astronaut now? He said no. They are cargo. Well, they didn't even train. That's taking away all the efforts and the schooling and the physical training and you can't do that. What?
Do you remember how I lost all my, or I think I lost all my videos on that service that I had the one where I was flying a freaking fighter plane is gone then. That memory is possibly gone forever.
Well, not the memory. You have the memory.
Well, the proof of my memory.
So are you a fighter pilot because you were in a plane?
I am. I did. I was a fighter pilot for a day.
Yeah.
And it made me very sick for 3 days, but it was great.
I can't imagine you don't even if I carry my phone around, you don't do well. Stolen valor. Yeah. Stolen valor. So yeah, I don't know the conspiracy theories out there, and I agree. I don't know. I don't know what's fake, what's not fake. But when somebody opens the door and it literally looks like a piece of paper, and then they close the door, and then Jeff Bezos has to come with some crazy tool, and he barely acts it out enough to look like he actually used it. It was weird. Yeah. It was weird.
So whatever. I do want to remind everybody real quick about the book that's coming out. That's mostly inspired by how awesome I am. And then Sarah too.
Listen, you did inspire the book because I wasn't there.
Look, there's Sarah. And there's me. There's your boy. Coming out. It's called These Walls Still Talk. Written by Brian Peony, who is an actual real author. And very well known.
Yep. Yeah, that was all you. That was your good work with the crew that went to MSP last year. I did not make that event, and Brian Peone had such an amazing time, and he um, already had the love of MSP. He had been there the weekend before,
Mhm.
went the second weekend, and happened to meet the Get Haunted crew that was there. And I know it was your introduction that really caught his attention.
I can be compelling
Sometimes,
sometimes.
yeah.
I think we need to get Haunted Rocket shirt.
We should, if you believe this, you'd believe, maybe we should make up a conspiracy.
Yes, let's have our own conspiracy. Another one. Let's have another conspiracy. So that'll be everybody on the side. This your job is to create the backstory to the Get Haunted Rocket.
What was that game that you'd play? Remember in the car, you'd pick them up at the they were Stuckies. I don't know if you had Stuckies, but and you'd fill in the words. It would have sentences, and then you'd fill in. Mad Libs. Like maybe we could do like a paranormal Mad Libs. I think he's writing his own book because he got really inspired last time when you read.
Thank you.
Yeah. Can you read us another page of that? Just pick a page.
You want me to read?
Yeah, just read a page.
Pick a number. Give me a number and we'll go to
somebody give whoever comes up first with a number. It's gotta
be like less than 250.
1 to 250. Somebody pick a number. Pick a number. 122, Damien
122. Says. And look where I stopped. 120.
Where was? Uh-oh.
That's pretty damn cool. All right.
God, I hope it's not a sexy part.
So should I just start right there?
Just start right there. Yeah.
Here we go. And ladies, I'm sorry if my voice is fascinating. He nodded without looking at her. His glare was still trained on Dano at the end of the corridor, Christian's nostrils flaring with every breath. Please calm down for me, she whispered. Since you are already at the end of the corridor and next to that chair, I volunteered you to be the subject of our next experiment. Rob called down the 15 yards or so to where Dano stood in front of the shower. Fantastic, Christian mumbled, dripping with molasses thick sarcasm. Bro, you just got fucked. Parker pointed and laughed at Dano. Hannah could hear the young man trying to sound brave through the vines of terror in his tone. Calm down, Rob said, standing in the middle of the corridor, facing Dano, his back to the rest of the group. He turned to glance at Hannah. You sure you're okay? Speak up now if you want to leave, or we're going to continue with the experiment. Hannah blinked a few times, a flash of consideration of maybe just calling it a night and trying another time fired through her synapses. Or maybe she could just keep the cloth and the brimmed hat man who came with it as a reminder of a past that she promised to never repeat.
Do you see the messages you're getting?
No, I'm not even looking.
Yeah. I'm excited to read this book. I want to know, with Brian being a little bit newer to the paranormal this way, I'm so interested to see how he shapes his paranormal story.
It's good. I dig it. It is funny and it is still surreal, right? To pick up a book, an actual book that is available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, or apparently it's Nobles. Everybody told me that. I always thought it was just Barnes and Noble. No S.
I don't get really I'm not OCD to the point that it has to be perfect. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I know.
Oh. Oh,
It's
oh my
Barnes
God.
and Noble. There is no S on it. Are you shitting me? Like, these people made me feel stupid for weeks.
Who me? Oh, look at, wow. Ian's actually wrong about something.
You're
That's
wrong, bro. Hold
so,
on. Hold on, dog.
that's right, Sandy. Wherever they sell books, really anymore.
Yeah, Ian is the one that screwed me up. That's right.
Oh, bye, Scott. It was so nice to meet you. I hope you come and join us on Wednesday.
Scotty, give me a call. Just got to make sure I don't share the wrong thing here.
Is this one of those? What is it called?
Mandela effect.
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay, Barnes and Noble. There's no S. Dude, you had me all screwed up for like. I was like,
Look at him still. He is literally digging in. He's like, how can they have it? He's like, no, it is wrong.
So when you see a bunch of geese flying around, is it geeses? Is that how it works up in your neck of the woods? Look at all them geeses.
Well, it's not McDonald's. It's McDonald's anyways.
So he's saying if we're using it, if you say, as a I'm going to Barnes and Noble. I always said I'm going to Barnes and Noble. No, I said several geeses. So anyway.
Yeah, but McDonald's is still McDonald's, even if you're only talking about one or none, or it is a pasta.
Right. I do say I'm going to McDonald's. That is true.
Yeah, but that's what it's called. But Barnes and Noble is just Barnes and Noble. He is going to dig in. You are digging in. Hey, Mr. Semantics, like.
So if you look, because there is an S in McDonald's, people.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That is the name of the store.
God,
we really tackle the important topics.
Get on it. Changing minds and changing generations.
Yeah, changing lives.
We're changing
McDonald's, everyone. It's McDonald's, okay?
McDonald's, and it's Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble. I was just so glad. That used to be one of my favorite things to do, is just I could walk around a bookstore for hours, and I found one. They actually have one left around here. I'll get on StreamYard. You can come on. You want me to send you the link? I'll send you the link.
Oh, bring your ass on.
Here, I'm sending you the link right now.
It's an internal. It's an internal hell. Okay. So he's just gonna talk circles, right? He's gonna try to convince everybody that he's right when technically I am correct.
No, listen. Yeah, Ian's gonna come on and he's gonna pull out his philosophy. Is what's gonna happen.
No. I'm not entirely stupid.
Not entirely. Change your shorts. Oh, Stace, I'll concede this, but it's internal. I'll die in. Okay, listen. I always thought it was Barnes and Noble, but I also don't I don't need to fight about it. Oh, look at the moderators here. Uh-oh.
All right, so let me go panoramic.
You didn't want people you didn't want other living people to hear you actually say the words you're about to say, so you went outside. That's cool.
No, there's no other people here. It's just me. I mean, I can take you inside to the shop, and you can look at my horrific garage here.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's internal. You can go to a Barnes and Noble, or you can go to Barnes and Nobles. That's the hell I'm dying on. That is 100% in my head. The reason it's called McDonald's is because it was plural. It was the McDonald Brother Burger joint originally. The reason they went plural is because they were franchising, and it wasn't going to be a single location. It was McDonald's.
I'm in trouble right now.
No, you're not at all. I'm just being ridiculous, and I'm fully aware that this is a mental issue on my part. This is a mental health concern for most of the people in my life. But yeah, Barnes and Nobles is the collective, and the Barnes and Noble is the individual store.
You know what I want to do? I want to do a show where we put Stacy and Ian. Who else can we put on there? And
We
and you, Rob.
did. We did. Stacy and I did a couple of episodes together, and it was like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, but we'll just throw like ridiculous topics like that. McDonald's, go, right? Panera Bread, go. Like we'll just start throwing stuff out and we'll see what you guys have to say.
It would be ridiculous. It would be absolutely
I'm
ridiculous.
telling you.
Well,
Like the
But
whole
no, I-
Barnes and Noble thing really had me messed up.
I will tell you this now, Rob. I will be reading that book chapter by chapter,
I can't wait.
and sending
Out
you
loud?
absurd audio files the entire way. And no. That's gonna happen.
Is that
So,
a spine
expect that.
in your corner? Do I see like a skeleton?
Oh yeah, up top. Yeah, we're the weird folk in the neighborhood. We just took down all of our
Oh, big
Halloween
guy.
Oh, you had the
stuff.
giant. You just took it down. Well, you might as well have left them up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I took them down because we were having some bad weather coming through during the summer, during the spring and summer months. So
And
I
the neighbors were
took them
bitching.
down. No, the neighbors leave us alone out here. I'm kind of the one that
The
nobody
neighbors were like,
really-
let's go over to Ian's and talk to him about his Halloween decorations.
Well, the problems is that they havings is the bonfires that we have out behind the house pretty frequently. So the
Okay.
60-foot bonfires usually let people know to not come over to bother me about things that I'm probably not going to respond well to. So yeah, they let me do my own thing here.
Well, thank you for all of your clarification and wisdom.
His wisdom.
Derangement. Yeah.
Really
one
had
or the
me
other.
wrecked at Barnes and Noble. Though. Like I was like,
Barnes and
man,
Nobles, man. You just go to a Barnes and you go to a Barnes and Noble, or you go to Barnes and Nobles.
don't say it like a leprechaun. Oh, you went to Barnes and Nobles.
Oh, you went to the old Barnes and Noble. You picked up your old book.
Oh my God.
But it's funny. You did say that I was writing a book. I actually just finished writing one for my son, and it revolves around Irish cryptids and Irish mythology
Wow.
and stuff like that. So
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
it's just finished 70 like 74 pages. So yeah.
Fun.
But-
Are you going to publish this, or is it just for your son?
No, it's just for my son.
Oh.
I'll send you a copy though. It's a good kid. It's for a 7-year-old. It's
I
it's
love
not.
that.
Yeah, there's a lot of those out there.
Well, and yeah, and honestly, none of them are really teaching what I want him to know, which is, he needs to know his culture a little bit more, and he needs to know some of the moral tales.
No,
That,
I'm saying there's a lot of 7-year-olds and Irish ones. You could probably sell the book. Hey,
Yeah,
we
I
got a
guess.
couple authors. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I guess. Maybe I'll
Get
polish it up a
published.
little bit then.
Do get published by Get Hunted.
Yeah, usually my publishing is usually in the local newspaper, and it's usually by reference, not by author.
Yeah, me too.
But all right, guys, I got to get back to work.
All right, get back to
Thank
work.
you so much. Have a great day, Rob. I'm sorry that that messed you up for so
All
long.
right, we'll talk later. I'll explain.
All right,
I didn't
Fair
sleep
enough.
for days. Hey, Joe, P,
Bye.
I don't really sound Jersey, by the way. I don't think I do. Do I?
Once in a while, your jersey comes out.
Does
Once
it?
in a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Sometimes. I'm gonna kick him. Poor guy.
I don't know. Just everyone go buy a shirt, buy a hoodie, come to an event. I got to feed my fucking dog. I got to feed Sarah when she visits. There's a lot. This shit is expensive.
Yeah, go to gethaunted.com or extremeticketing.com. We've got White Hill is coming up. That is for everyone, of course, White Hill Paracon. But May 10th, we do have a few tickets left for the convent in Deptford, New Jersey. So you're going to want to check that out. And then let me just pull this up because I used to be able to rattle these right off and I can't anymore. Then, of course, May 31st and June 1st is the Trifecta 2.0.
And
That
Patreon,
one.
get on our Patreon next week. Ryan Dayton's doing like a sort of a workshop. I know, Joe P, I'm busting. On content creation, how to make your videos better. It's sort of the introductory. Yeah, I know, Kim. And then Kim, we got to circle back with too, Sarah Jane.
Yes, we haven't forgotten. Yeah.
She's got a lot going on, Kim. I might have to take that project away from her. Okay,
Why?
I'm joking. Stop.
Well, the project's going to be taken and given right to Kim and to Joe P, who was also interested to work with her on
All right,
that.
well,
Um,
better make it happen.
yeah, but try just so everybody knows though, Trifecta, we do still have some tickets left, so check
Yep.
that out. No more staying overnight at Ditto House. Those tickets sold out, but we do have the night of the Trifecta at Fort Duffield, and of
Yep.
course, Picnic with the Packs on Sunday. So
You
check
can
that
stand on
out.
the street and look at us having fun in the house.
And I've got McDonald's pulled up here. You also have MSP, which is the book launch. Hey, Carmen, and Investigation with Get Haunted and Brian Peony. That is June 21st. And then, of course, June 28th, New Egypt rolling back around. So we didn't do quite as many events this year, making the best of the ones that we do have instead of just filling up the look from the bushes. You gotta wait. You're waiting to jump from the bushes is the whole point. That's the whole point. Yeah. So the events you're gonna want to get to. We've got some great ones coming up. What else? Yeah, we've got some great things coming. Ryan, like he said, May 7th, members only on the Get Haunted Patreon. How to create content. With Ryan Dayton of Paranormal Theory. That is members only. So if you're not a member of Patreon, you're going to want to go do that. That is just the beginning. He also offers one-on-one. So if you want, he's going to give you some great bullet points to get you started. But if you want to really snazz up your content, he offers one-on-one sessions to help you with that. So, not everybody's willing to give all the tips and tricks and tries and true. Hey, Rick. Or, he had to learn himself. He said when he first started, nobody was really giving him anything. They didn't want to share that information. So he sat down and he really learned a lot about content creation. And now he is willing to share that with you because it's not worth just holding so close to your chest,
So, Carmen, no, it's not. It might be similar in certain ways, but it really isn't, right? It's a place that's sort of away from the stupidity of the Book of Faces, number one. But we are a little behind there as well. But we're putting some exclusive things over there. You can interact and talk and be a little more freely, I think, than you can on Facebook. We have special lives that we do and things like this that we're adding, like what Ryan's doing. And there's all different tiers, so you can pick one that suits, your budget or whatever. And all the tiers are broken down there. But it does help keep doors open, and it does give you a place to sort of chat a little bit more freely, because obviously the people that don't love us aren't going to pay to come over there. And so far we have. Plus, I can boot them out. It's easy.
Well, I think, right, anybody can be on Facebook, and people, listen, the whole term troll is there for a reason, because people troll around looking to see what they can jump on. Just had it happen, right? So really, Patreon is a place where people make the effort to be there and they want to participate in the things that you have to offer. So I do think it is different, and I actually appreciate it for these kinds of conversations. Because it does allow everybody to be, because YouTube's the same way, Carmen. There no trolls on YouTube. Lots of trolls on YouTube. Yeah.
There's lots of content, little things we add. It's fun. It's cool.
Yeah.
This is the library over there. So, and you have access to all this stuff, and it's way easier to find over there than it is over on Facebook. Sure.
And sometimes I throw out on Patreon, I'll throw out a little bit more deeper questions and thoughts and to get you guys talking. And I think sometimes people are still a little afraid to tread on those waters because, they've had a lot of people snap back. People are looking for you to not say just the right thing or not trigger them or whatever. You know, we're adults over on Patreon, and we're just wanting to have conversations. And so that is really truly why. Yeah, I have found YouTube, some of the freaking X, Twitter, like those places. That's all that is. They're people looking
YouTube's vicious. YouTube, they're vicious too. Trust me, Carmen.
Yeah.
But again, you know, it's also, you know, unless we made our channel private, which we don't want to do, or made it a subscriber thing, you know, it's at least with Patreon we can control the tiers and all those fun things. So, and we're just not YouTube people. Period. End of story.
Too old.
We're too old for it. There's an age limit on YouTube.
Some people are going to be like, "Hey, I have a channel over there." I know you guys are.
I know we're going to have a live for the older members. So that's what we'll do. We'll do bingo, and then we'll explain how to use Patreon.
It will be called we'll call it Early Bird Patreon, and we'll give you a lesson, and then we'll finish with bingo, and then we'll have you back and ready to settle by 7 p.m.
Yeah, and we'll eat, and then it's time for our shows.
Yeah, and then
our stories. We're gonna watch our stories.
We can do that. We'll set that up. Well, we should try it and see if anybody shows up. We'll see who shows up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you know, we got things to do. I know, Rob, you were busy, but sometimes for us, it's a good mental health break for us to pop on here on Wednesdays. I know, Denise, it is a lot to keep up with, but it is mental health for us to be able to pop here on Wednesday and say hello to you guys, hear what you guys got going on, have a few laughs, just not taking things quite so serious.
Yeah.
And then we dig back into our work.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I don't know why my phone's blowing up, yo.
Do you need to eat?
Huh?
Do you need to eat?
I need to eat. Do you?
Yeah, it's probably time to eat. Again, I did have eggs, but it's probably
eggs too. We'll have eggs together.
So it's just time. It's just time. So, but with that, seriously, go check out gethaunted.com. Go check out, and hopefully you are doing okay.
What the hell is happening to Damien? I saw that earlier.
I know. They do have great cafes, Ian. I believe that. Other than lead poisoning, I'm good. Good. Thought y'all are gonna. No, we're not leaving Facebook. We just have when we want to have those really great topics where people might be a little bit not as comfortable to answer. We take it over to Patreon because I like to ask some questions, and I just can't get people to you got to dig in a little bit, folks. It's okay.
I didn't know he snuck in.
Hey, Brian, and Wade is here. Hey, Wade. He's painting.
Whatever, Ian.
They do have great cafes.
Got the weed in the house.
And great games. Like you can find some really good board games at Barnes and Noble.
What are those other games? I just found them over here. The ones that remember the voting game I bought?
Oh yeah, we need to do that again. Okay, let's do that next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, we're gonna play games.
Yeah, we're gonna play games. You know what? Everybody bump your lunch, like where you're going to sit and eat, like 1 o'clock, make it 1 o'clock. Let's have lunch together. And then I know I love doing game night. Game night was always one of my favorite things to do on Paranormally Blonde, and we haven't done. So let's do that. You want to do that Monday as well? Like, we should have a game week next week. And that's fun. We'll have some fun. Oh yeah. Crimes Against Humanity. Always fun. All right. So with that, folks, go finish the rest of your Wednesday. Have a great rest of your week. There are some great shows coming up on the Paranormal Podcast program. And I don't have them off the top of my head because it's just not there right now.
You can take the rest of the day off.
No, I cannot. I've got things to do, but please don't forget that phone number, 845-600-0744 for the Warped Paranormal Podcast program, where you can leave your paranormal experience to have a chance on being on the Warped Reality Paranormal Podcast. If you don't want to call, but you rather leave either a voice memo, because I believe he plays that. I think he plays your voice. You can leave him a voice memo. And you can also email that to ghostjoeny@gmail.com. So seriously, give him a call, share your experience, and get on that incredible podcast. I don't think they're international code. Don't you just call that number?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how you get dialed to the US, dude. Google that shit.
I don't, yeah, do you have to like dial like 5 numbers before you actually do? I don't
It's
know.
usually like pound star +1481000.
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Compare the
But
weapon.
seriously, and you should, Damien, totally share some of your stuff. That would be great for his show. So with that, go have a great day. Thank you for being the good in the community. You know, we see you, we do, and we appreciate you, and we certainly love you. Thank you. Thank you for being part of the network. Go out there, do something good for someone. And with that, we're gonna send you on the rest of your Wednesday. So peace.